Hi, Kellsie.
How are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
I'm good.
It's good. Thank you for
I like your
joining me.
shirt.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hi.
Okay. Hi.
Hi. My cat's with me.
Awesome. Thank you so much for agreeing to come on. Oh, hi, precious. Hi.
She's doing great.
I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad that
Thank
she's
you.
recovering.
Uh-oh.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Welcome to the folks who are on here. Welcome to the folks who will view this on the replay. This is the first episode of Healing Arts Talks, where I talk with healing people in the healing arts and artists and uplift their work. And this is just a space where they can share the work that they're doing and a space to cultivate inspiration for you, the audience, and anyone else who needs to hear it, and just to have fun.
Sorry, my cat's going crazy.
Oh, your cat's going crazy? That's all right. That's all right. Cats welcome. All kinds of furry friends welcome. So today we have Kellsie Geer in the building. And yeah. Kellsie is a tarot reader, Reiki practitioner, an astrologer. And anything else you want to add to that as well?
No, that's pretty much it.
Knowing that, we always expand things like that too. So it's always
for right now.
For right now. Thank you for coming on here. And Kellsie is also part of my soul family. So I'm really excited for Kellsie to start off this series. And thank you so much for your time, your energy, and just coming on here.
Of course. Anytime.
Yay. So we're going to go ahead.
I'm so excited.
I'm excited too. And we're going to go ahead and get started. And this is our first time. So I just invite, there are going to be things that we're just flowing through. So the first thing I want to ask you is just how you got started in this healing arts work. Like, what's your story?
I've always been interested in it from a young age, and I've had anxiety and depression. So I really wanted to help myself and help others because I am a nurse, but nursing didn't really stick with me as much because focusing on the physical healing aspect rather than the psychological and spiritual and emotional well-being of other people.
I love that. So it's almost like the nursing, there was the caregiving aspect was there, but the spiritual aspect and the emotional aspect wasn't quite there, but it was like a starting point for you.
Yeah. That's exactly that's exactly what it was for me.
That's awesome, that caregiving aspect. And I can totally relate to as someone who deals with depression and anxiety and wanting to find some sort of modalities of healing to go along with therapy and other things so that I could help myself and then help other people. So I totally get it.
Because it was really hard for me, therapy wise. Because I joined a group therapy and that helped me a lot with talking about my trauma and my feelings.
Yeah.
And just getting myself out there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And that's really important to have that support system and group, as you're doing this work. So I think that's a great starting point too. Even before people get into the healing arts, I think it's important to have some sort of help or support from therapy or whatever modality is helpful for you. So then you could show up for other people too and clear your stuff up too. So.
Of course. And it really helps me not only connect with myself better, but with other people and my family and people that have passed on. My loved ones that have passed on, it helps me connect with them and not feel as though they're, you know, just gone, but
Right.
but they're still with me.
They're still here. Yeah, and I know you
Yeah.
talk about that a lot, like your connection to, you know, the people who have passed, your ancestors' family who has passed on. How does that go with your work? How do you use that in the work that you do?
I always do like a meditation and like ask my ancestors and my passed on family members who have, you know, just like to like help me be the best that I can be, and just like, you know, just like, you know, just be my authentic self. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really important, like to be authentic and to have that support and like know that you got people who might not still be in this realm, but they're there looking out for you. And
yeah, and my sister, she
you.
passed away last year. She was actually my biggest supporter and like a really big like person for me. And I actually took a mediumship class, and I'm studying mediumship still, and to connect with her more because I didn't want to feel like she was just gone.
Yeah.
And she sends me like a lot of signs, and she lets me know that she's still with me, not only through like the signs, but like letting me know that she's there to help me with my work.
What a confirmation, like just to have that backing, like when you have that, like it's just wonderful to know. Yeah,
Yeah,
so that's
and
really,
it really helps with the grief too, because that's another thing for me, like with grief, like it was really hard losing her, but now I'm like starting to realize that she's always with me, and like she's never gonna leave my side.
Yes.
And she's living through me in a way.
Yeah. Yeah. It's beautiful. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Yes. Hi. Thank you all for being here with us. Yes. Yeah, I think that's really important.
That's my sister-in-law and my mother-in-law.
Hi. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, I think it's really important too, because people keep on talking about this, like with Scorpio season and the veil being thin, and ancestors like are closer to us during this time, even though they're always with us. Like people witness a lot of that during this time. So I think that's just like right on cue, you know, like to know that they're always, you know, with us and supporting us, especially in the work that we do. We want to make sure that we've got some protection and guidance in that realm. Yeah. Hi.
Hi, Julie.
Hi, Julie. Yeah. So
for me, like I have a lot of self-doubt because I'm very different from my family, and like it was really hard for me to like come out spiritually.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, like this is like a total game changer for me, but I know that I'm on the right path. Yes. Because like all the signs are there, and like my spirit guides and like my ancestors are cheering me on, and you know, it's really it's really great. Hi, Nicole.
Hi, Nicole. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, lovely people, for being here with us. Yeah, and you know, Kellsie, as you talk about that self-doubt, and that's actually one thing that I had written down, like to you know, talk about, you know, as you start this spiritual journey, as you start working as a practitioner, how do you cope with that? You know, the inner voice of like, what are you doing? You know, all of that, you know, the self-doubt that comes through as you're starting this new path. How do you deal with the self-doubt as it comes up?
Just really focusing on like my true path, like focusing on the true north, as they say, and just like trying to like listen to you know, positive self-talk and affirmations, and like calming myself down, and just like, you know, because I do get a lot of like affirmation that I'm in the right path and I'm in the right field from other people and myself as well. But I try to focus on like what people are saying about me. Because like the other day I I did a reading for this lady, and she was like, "Oh my God, you're so amazing! You have to come read for my friends." And then she's like booking me a party for her and her friends.
Wow.
So I was just like, "Oh, okay, like this is great."
That's awesome. So it's like the path like is unfolding in that way.
Yeah.
Like it's one thing.
Crystal from Energy Ripple, she's here, and she's been like my little mentor, and she's really been helping me as well get rid of that self-doubt.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah, it's so important to have those mentors, you know, and the people who've done it before you and teachers and things like that, so you can really get the resources that you need. And especially when you start coming out spiritually at first and you're like, you know, am I the only one out here?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. So I'm glad that you have that.
It's like, oh God, hold on. Sorry.
Are you good?
It's like coming out of the darkness and in like a dark cave or almost.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's what it felt like for me, like the dark night of the soul. Like that was rough.
Yeah.
I'm still kind of in it, but not. I'm like at the end. So.
I'm with you on that. Like, you know, feeling that darkness and all of the things, you know, going through all the different trials and tribulations and things like that, you know, it's rough. Yes. Thank you for all the love, everyone.
Thank you.
We see you. Thank you. Yeah. So that can be kind of difficult. And with that, you know, going through the dark night of the soul, how do you cultivate that level of faith in yourself when it still looks dark, when things are not looking the way you want them to? Like, how do you cultivate that?
I really just try to focus on the positive and let whatever needs to come through.
Yeah.
Because I know that, like, I'm an old soul and I've done this before. So, yeah.
Yeah. And it's like a remembering almost, you know.
Yeah. And, like, I actually went to Salem, like, 2 weeks ago, I think, and with my cousin Colette. I think she's on here. Yeah, she just joined. But like, I was telling her, like, it was weird being in Salem because I felt so at home, even though I never been there before.
Yeah.
And I was just like remembering my past life there, and it was so cool. And I actually had a reading it was the psychic fair, and I went to have a reading. And the lady told me that I'm going to be reading at the psychic fair.
Yeah.
And I was just like, are you sure? Like, I don't think so, but okay.
Yeah. That's how it is. Yeah. Yeah. Like I told you, you're reading at a psychic fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you deal with that? You know, when you have those, like, are you kidding me moments, or like, are you sure? Like that uncertainty. How do you like
just
move
really like let them know that I hear them, like, and just like try to get rid of it with positive self-talk and just like, you know, not focus on that. For me, like, that was really hard in the beginning because I was used to being so negative all the time, and just like focusing on my support system really helped.
Yeah. And speaking of that, like, support system,
get those moments where I'm just like, oh, I can't do this, but, you know, just go for it. Like, it's almost like you have to push yourself into it.
Yeah, it does feel like that motion of literally pushing yourself, like, even on this live, it's like something new and, you know, a little nerve-wracking, but it's like, you just do it. Just do it.
Yeah. And it's just like, you know, like, if you're not going to do it for yourself, nobody else is going to do it for you. So...
Yeah. No one is going to do it for you. And can you talk about that? Like, how do you advocate for yourself as you're doing this work? How do you cheer on yourself? I know you've talked about, you know, having that wonderful support system and mentors, but how do you cheer on yourself and, you know, put yourself out there? Like, how do you do that?
Just really like coming out of the cave, so to speak, just like showing up for myself. And, you know, this is what I do. Like,
just
like owning it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, like growing up, I was always like the weird kid, and that like took you know, a big toll on me because like I was made fun of, and it was just like, but now everybody seems to be into it, so like,
yeah,
you know, like I'm just like, okay, so I guess I wasn't really weird.
Yeah. You were just ahead of, you know, ahead
of my time, I guess.
Ahead of your time, doing you know, minding your business, being true to yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, and, you know, and it's funny how we met, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, do you want to talk about that? Like,
okay, we can talk about it. So I was actually working as a substitute school nurse, and I was assigned at the Community College of Philadelphia, and Fola was working there, and then like I think she like noticed my crystals or something. I don't remember, something like that. And then we like started talking, and we became friends, and it was amazing. Like. Yeah, and then we kept in touch, and then she did a reading for me, and then like we just became like instant best friends and soul family.
Yeah, like it just felt like the more that we both got into this work, I was like, oh, this is Kelsey's one of my people. Like we're meant to be doing this work, and the fact that like we're working on the like learning some of the same tools and like cultivating that and like working through that, and you know, dealing with challenges and putting ourselves out there. Like I was like, okay, yeah, this is definitely somebody.
Yeah, it was so cool. Like it was like the right place at the right time.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely needed that, like just to have that assurance, because people would be looking at me like I was out of my mind with these crystals on my desk at the workplace. Like, who is this weirdo? Like, and like you were the only one I could talk to about that at work without being looked at like this weird.
Yeah, I know. But then we're like hanging out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing how the universe works. I was like, oh, okay, this is the path. This is like soul people, like, definitely. And when you're in that,
definitely. Like Crystal, I was a customer of hers, and then now I'm working at her shop. So
wow, that's amazing. It's like it's always like those full circle moments that happen that, you know, like connect us with the people who, you know, will be in our lives and will, you know, support and uplift each other. So that's always like really cool. Or how it might be like
it's crazy how the universe works.
It really is. It really is.
And especially with like starting my business, like I was always like afraid of starting it. And then I was like things happened like full circle, and it was just like, no, this is what you gotta do. Yeah. There's no excuses.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, okay, fine. And then Spirit's like, we have your back. I'm just like, okay, I can do this.
I'm trusting. Yeah. Trusting Spirit. Yeah. So when was that moment for you? When was that moment where you were like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to commit to this business and this work. Was there like a particular moment that stands out to you?
Yeah, really after I lost my job in March. I was just like, oh my God, well, that job was soul sucking anyway. And it was like, it was just like, it gave me a lot of anxiety, and I wasn't being true to myself. And like that, and then like they called me 5 minutes before my shift was supposed to start and told me that my contract was terminated.
Oh,
so wow. I was just like, okay, well, maybe this is a sign from the universe. So, yeah. So I just, like, went in full circle. And I'm still not where I want to be, but that's okay. And I accept that. And I will do my best to get there. And I know that I'm going to get there.
Yes. Yes. I share that.
Faith in myself and the universe.
Yes. I'm right there with you, soul family. I'm right in that same boat with you.
Yes.
I feel you.
We got this.
Yes, we got this. And it takes a lot of courage and strength to, you know, move past that and make that commitment. So you should be really proud of yourself for honoring that. honoring your emotions, you know, because it's not easy to take that step, especially when you have been doing something for so long and been in a certain belief system for so long. So
that's so true.
Yeah.
And I'm here for you as well.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Likewise. I really appreciate you being here. This is just like a confirmation because I wanted to get you on here. I was like, Kellsie would be great.
I'm so excited for being the first one.
Yes.
I'm so honored.
Thank you. Yeah. Because I've been meaning to do this. I was like, oh, it'd be really cool to talk about this and soul family, and just to let other folks know that they're not alone, and you have people out there who are going through similar circumstances. Not to dismiss or downplay what you're going through, because things can be really hard. But you got folks who can support you during difficult times and as you're making these life changes. So
yeah. And like I wouldn't have gotten through like most of the stuff that I've gotten through without like, you know, my spirituality and just like my best friends and spirit.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. That is the anchor. Yes. It's really important to have.
And my husband, of course.
Oh, yes. Yes, husband, yes, family. It's so important to have that support system, like as you're going through that.
And he really supports me as well. Like he's super supportive of everything, and I'm just, you know, I'm getting kind of emotional.
Oh. That's so beautiful. Yeah, it's important to have people in your corner, like even if it's not like a lot of people, but it's like you have your core folks who are rooting for you. It's really important.
It's super important, like more than people realize.
Yeah.
And it's also important to like not focus on the haters because like you know how it is. Like if you're so focused on that, like you'll miss everything. You'll be so focused on like the negative, you won't see the positive in it. Like for a minute there, after I lost my job, I was so negative, and I was just like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But then my spirit guides were like, you know what you have to do.
that wake up call.
And that's that negative self-talk.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. That'll keep you stuck
in that loop, and And so what sorts of tools do you use to care for yourself, you know, as that negative talk comes up? Because you know that you were saying spirit, it tells you know what you need to do. So, but what sort of tools or self-care modalities do you use to help yourself through those difficult times, you know, navigating the negative self-talk?
Meditation and sage and candles and sound healing really helped me.
I
have a sound bowl.
Sound bowl. Yes. Oh, yes. And speaking of that, are you still open to doing the sound healing meditation?
Definitely, yeah.
Awesome. Well, I guess we can start.
And I also want to pull a card for everyone.
Okay, yeah. Which one do you want to do first?
Whichever one. Which one do you prefer?
Whichever one you feel comfortable with.
Okay, I guess the sound healing.
Okay.
I gotta turn off.
I think we're frozen. Oh, okay. We're back. Okay.
my phone was acting weird. I don't know.
Yeah, I was just like, okay, it's going to be technical difficulties. We're going to roll with it. It's the first time live. I was just like, let me just prepare.
Yeah. Okay, so, all right. If everyone wants to take a deep breath and get grounded a little bit, and you can either lay down or sit in a comfortable position. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. precious. Okay. Sorry, my cat wanted to be in the video. So
no worries. That's you know, that's always a good thing when the cats are involved.
yeah, she's always involved. She's my soul cat, so
Yeah.
I'm actually planning on getting a tattoo of her soon.
Oh.
So
Yes, and your animal companions are really helpful in this journey. So
yeah.
yeah.
She's been with me through so much, and that's another thing that I want to get into, like Reiki for animals.
Yeah.
So
I could totally see you doing that too.
yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for that sound healing.
Of course. Like, I feel so much better.
Yes, it kind of calms my nervous system down.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I also want to pull a postcard from Spirit. These, oh my God, these make me so emotional, so I might cry.
That's all right. That's all right. This is an emotion open platform.
Heart chakra vibes.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Okay. Dearest you, there are times you get lost but refuse to see your part in things. Happens to everyone. Something feels familiar but sort of off. If you're feeling confused, it's best to throw away that map you're using, which only lets you navigate based on your past experiences. That isn't what you need right now. Instead, take a deep breath and open to the truth. A desire to stay in denial means that part of you doesn't want to be responsible for the patterns that shown up in your life. Yes, this is the right time to wake up and start again. By the way, you will always get another chance. You have unlimited chances to start again. We love you so much. We really do. Be gentle with yourself. Coming out of denial is like being temporarily blinded by super bright lights. Allow your eyes to adjust. Carry on, special one. A beautiful life awaits. Loving you so, so much.
Oh,
And
that's so beautiful.
It's so beautiful.
Wow. That's gorgeous. What's the name of that deck?
It's Postcards from Spirit.
Ooh.
It's by Colette Baron Reed.
I love her. I love her.
Me
so
too.
much.
I have so many of her decks.
Yes.
Like, I have the Spirit Animal one and the Crystal Spirit.
I love
Sorry,
that.
I was looking at that.
Oh no, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, she seems great on point. Thank you. I feel like I needed to hear that message too. Of like,
I needed to hear that too.
Oof.
So
Especially
I think everyone does, especially during this time. Like that retrograde.
That was rough. Yeah, it was emotional roller coaster. So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Thank you for that. Yeah, I hope that everyone enjoyed that message and that beautiful sound healing that Kellsie gave to us. Someone saying my heart. Yes. Thank you so much. Yes, well, we're almost at time. So okay. I just want to give you an opportunity to let people know what you have going on, what offers you have going on at this time.
Right now I'm doing birth chart readings and numerology readings, and I'm also doing tarot readings, which include like oracle cards and everything.
Awesome. Yes, definitely hit her up. Hit Kellsie up. She is amazing at what she does.
Yeah.
Yes, so definitely hit her up. Oh, thank you. Yes, hit her up. And where can the people reach you?
On Instagram for right now. I'm working on a website with Julie, but we just have to get it out there.
It takes time, takes time, but and for the time being, you can reach Kellsie on her Instagram. You can DM her. Is DMing okay?
Yes, that's definitely okay.
So make sure you DM her on Instagram. You want to get your birth chart, your tarot reading, and any other sessions that she has available. Make sure you listen. Hit her up for that. And also, this is a great time of year to get things prepared, get your readings prepared and stuff like that, and get an idea of how to move forward in the new year. So yeah, make sure you check out her amazing work.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much.
And my anniversary is coming up in 1 week.
Oh, wow, yes. Happy pre-anniversary.
We got married during the pandemic, actually.
Wow, what a time. Wow.
Yeah. And, like, I was just, like, you know, I was an emotional mess because my sister, you know, passed away 3 weeks before. So that was a really big thing for me. But I was able to get through it. And I knew that, like, well, first of all, I know she was there because I fell, actually. like the chair, like, went out from under me. And I was like, that was you, Beth, wasn't it? Like,
it's amazing how ancestors and spirits, family, they speak in those ways.
Yeah.
To let you know that they're there. That is beautiful. Yes, they will let you know. They will try to get your attention. So I'm glad that you have that support system. Thank you so much, Kellsie, for coming on this. It means a lot.
No problem. Thank you for having me. I'm so grateful.
Thank you. So thank you all too for coming on, for joining us.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Yes, we're gonna try to make a replay. I'm gonna figure it out so the replay can be accessible to folks who weren't able to join us. But we thank you all for your energy. Thank you for joining Healing Arts Talks. Join us next week for our next guest, and we'll have a great night.
Have a great night.
Bye. Thank you.